happens here is you see a member of Team Fury going up to put a towel over our lockdown camera where we can monitor him with, as has often been the case. And instead he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just pull the plug. So that is it.
What kind of shit is that?
What happens here is you see a member of Team Fury going up to put a towel over our lockdown camera where we can monitor him with, as has often been the case. And instead he says, you know what I'm going to do? I'll just pull the plug. So that is it.
All truths are easy to understand once they discovered. The point is to discover them, which Akhi pretty much did when it comes to Tyson Fury tampering / loading up his gloves. So since I'm a truth seeker, I raised the $1 million question. What does the Nevada State Commission / old media have to say now? They cannot continue to ignore hard evidence caught on camera. Where is smoke, there's always fire. Old media trying to paint the narrative of us new media blowing smoke. But this is not just smoke, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wildfire. The truth wildfire. Because the truth been spoken by us new media, where old media have been ignoring it ever since. But this one battle, they could never ever win. You can never ever go against the truth, especially not by making up lies. All it takes is one person to speak the truth. It's equivalence of a wildfire. As soon as one person sparks the truth, the whole jungle catches on fire, which pretty much happened in boxing. Therefore, is old media going to propose the $1 million question to Tyson Fury? Who in the hell disconnected the wires from the camera in Tyson Fury dressing room right before Tyson Fury put on his gloves and started tampering with them? I mean, there are so many questions that need to be answered, such as who disconnected the camera? Why they disconnected the camera? No one has the authority to do so. Keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, a camera, unlike a TV, there's no turn off button. You have to disconnect the wires physically, which we pretty much seen on tape. And they chose to ignore this evidence. The least the Nevada State Commission should have done is investigate the situation instead of coming out with a ridiculous statement where the Nevada State Commission stated, "We see nothing irregular in order to open an investigation." Are you kidding me? With all of the evidence that we gathered, everything we saw is anything but regular. Everything is suspicious. I nearly put everything together like puzzle for the Nevada State Commission. In return, they respond with, "We see nothing irregular." Now, how irresponsible is that? When we have a whole world champion, Steve Cunningham, who came out stating, "I have been boxing since 1996. And as soon as I saw Tyson Fury left hand, I knew it had been tampered with." We also have Errol the Truth Spence Jr., who came out and co-signed the allegations. Joey Spencer came out and also co-signed the allegations, which he revealed he was also a victim to a fighter that utilized the same cheating tactics in the amateurs that Tyson Fury utilized against Deontay Wilder. And the list goes on and on and on to Tyson Fury's own sparring partner busting Tyson Fury with tampered gloves on footage during sparring. Nicholas Asbury. I made a video on every single one of these fighters and what they had to say. I'm gonna leave the links for every single video in the comment section below. I have my receipts. All you have to do really is click on the Akhi investigation hashtag. This was all provided for the Nevada State Commission, all to respond with, "They see nothing suspicious." We have a mountain of evidence, but they see nothing suspicious. We have fighters, victims, witnesses, evidence, proofs. They still see nothing suspicious. We see Tyson Fury, team member, disconnect the camera in the dressing room right before Tyson Fury puts on his gloves. They still see nothing suspicious? Listen guys, I really thought boxing is corrupted, but not in a million years I would have ever thought it's corrupted to this extent. This is ridiculous. This is highly offensive. They treating Deontay Wilder like George Floyd in boxing. They simply telling you they do not care about Deontay Wilder's life. They do not care about Deontay Wilder's safety. All they care about is the dollar signs and creating a Rocky Balboa character in real life. This is highly offensive to say the least. This footage you all see above, this alone should open up an investigation. We do not need to rack up a mountain full of evidence in order to receive nothing but a highly offensive response. When do you ever see a fighter turn off and disconnect the wires in the dressing room? The camera there for a reason to watch the fighter. The camera is there to record evidence in order to prove you guilty or innocent. I specifically requested the Nevada State Commission to provide us the full footage of Tyson Fury in his dressing room putting his gloves on in order to prove his innocence, which that video got nearly 200,000 views. However, just to find out, they cut the footage. Tyson Fury, own team member, turned off the camera by disconnecting the wires. Now, why would you do that unless you doing the dirt, which proves you guilty? What is Tyson Fury going to tell us this time? Our eyes been photoshopped? Is that what you all going to tell us now? I mean, it's mind-boggling to me that we see a fighter in his own dressing room turn off the camera in order to apply the dirt to set up Deontay Wilder. However, the commentator at the time for ESPN caught it on camera live, as you see in the footage above, but instead of bringing awareness to it, he tries to play it off. Joe Tessitore, ESPN commentator, instead of bringing attention to the incident and requesting investigation at the time, I kid you not, he plays part of the cover-up instead. You literally can't make this up. Joey Tessitore? The same guy who made an illegal move as a commentator for Tyson Fury last fight with Wilder on ESPN, where the referee ruled the cut as caused by a punch. However, Tyson Fury trainer misinformed Tyson Fury by telling him the cut was caused due to a headbutt. Therefore, Tyson Fury was simply misinformed. Some of you might think that's not a big deal. However, in the sport of boxing, it is a big deal. For the people that's not informed, if the fight was stopped after the 4th round due to that cut, if the ruling was due to a punch, then Wilder wins the fight. If the ruling was the cut caused by a headbutt, then we go to the scorecard. With the facts being laid out, the point is Joey Tessitore broke a commentator rule by going out of his way, requesting someone nearby to notify Tyson Fury trainer that the referee ruled the cut as caused by a punch, not by a headbutt. Again, some of you might think that's not a big deal, but a commentator only has one job, which is to commentate. The point is, he can't take his influence outside of his surrounding. A commentator's job is to inform the public, the people that's watching, not the corners. However, he made sure that Tyson Fury knew the cut came from a punch, so he won't stop the fight. Oh, he made sure to go out of his way for Tyson Fury. On the flip side to that, Joey Tessitore witnessed Tyson Fury team member disconnect the wire on the camera in Tyson Fury's dressing room. Therefore, you will think Joey Tessitore, based on his last incident, he will put a question mark next to that suspicious move and request the camera to be back on in Tyson Fury's dressing room. That's the least he could have done. So on one incident, Joey Tessitore influenced Tyson Fury corner to push Tyson Fury to fight harder and protect the eye, going out of his way in the process, doing something outside of his box, outside of his field that he not supposed to do. On the other hand, when it comes to seeing something suspicious and informing the Nevada State Commission or whoever is in charge, he elects to do otherwise and ignore the situation and be part of the cover-up by stating Tyson Fury doesn't want to be bothered. You see how they flipped the script? It should have been Tyson Fury doesn't want to get caught doing the dirt, not on tape. Therefore, all of this dirt that I pointed out, would you believe if I tell you this was done in Deontay Wilder's own country, on his own American soil? They tried to do the same thing to Floyd Money Mayweather as well. The reason why is because they two fighters on the coincidental list. This will never ever happen in other countries. However, only in the United States, fighters from their own country will get set up to get beat by foreigners that's not even from the United States. Furthermore, the conclusion to all of this madness, due to the missing governing body in the sport of boxing, fighters tend to get away with the loopholes that's going on in the system by cheating multiple ways, and the master of them all is Tyson Fury. We never see this type of corruption in other sports, such as basketball, soccer ball, football, UFC, and whatever sport you can name. So we all have to raise the question, is the commission and other entities are in it as well? The reason why I say that is due to the corruption in the sport of boxing being so unreal on a whole nother scale. It seemed like everybody is working together, like this is all part of the plan. It ain't a coincidence that all the fighters in the past that got busted cheating didn't get busted by the commission. So what sense does that make? The whole purpose of the commission being there is to make sure that both fighters are on an even playing field. And they must make sure that no one cheats for the fighter's safety. That's the commission's main responsibility. However, how ironic is it that all of the incidents in the past where fighters cheated, none of the fighters in history got busted by the commission itself? For example, Luis Resto didn't get busted by the commission. It was the trainer that busted Luis Resto cheating. The same thing for the Margarito loaded glove incident. It was Naseem Rahman that busted Margarito cheating, which was Mosley trainer. How ironic is it at the time Margarito busted Cotto up, and Cotto was going around claiming Margarito cheated, but no one believed him. The commission didn't investigate a damn thing, just like they doing today. Funny how history repeats itself. Moving on, when Floyd Mayweather fought Maidana, the commission told Floyd Mayweather the glove was A-OK. It came brand new in the box, when the glove looked clearly tampered with. And it took Floyd Mayweather and his CEO, Ellaby, to bust Maidana and his team trying to get away with slick bullshit, the way Floyd Mayweather Jr. put it. However, the commission insisted that Maidana gloves were A-OK. trying to play Floyd Mayweather like a fool in the process. Floyd Mayweather simply responded by stating, "I done fought 1,000 times. You ain't about to play me like a fool. This glove have no padding in it." But again, the corrupted commission insisted that the gloves were A-OK when it was clear as day them gloves have been tampered with. And would you believe if I tell you they forced Floyd Mayweather to pay money in order to have a fair fight with Maidana? Floyd paid money out of his own pocket so Marcos Maidana would not cheat. That's the type of corruption we dealing with in the sport of boxing. That's why Floyd Mayweather told us, "I didn't just beat my opponents. I was fighting against all odds and prevailed. I beat my opponents. I beat the referee, the judges, the commission, and the corruption of boxing all together," which is what Wilder is facing today. So may Allah be with him, because if you have the one in your corner, that's all you need. However, with that being stated, he must make sure that the fight is on an even playing field. I won't be too surprised if they all in it, is all I'm saying. Therefore, Deontay Wilder better not step into that square circle until he's on an even playing field. Wilder and his team better make sure 1,000% that Fury doesn't get away with dirt yet again. With that being stated, since the facts are laid out, subscribe below. If you're trying to get smarter by the minute, if you're trying to get dumber by the second, don't listen to these decafs, aka dumb casual ass fans / old media that don't know shit about boxing. Word to Roger Mayweather, may he rest in peace, inshallah. Shout out to my Akhi, my broski Deontay, for being the entrepreneur of new media that I'm a part of. And if you're a casual fan and you want to be a hardcore, all you have to do is click on the notification bell to get notified every time I post or go live on Split Decision. It's a boxing debate / talk show, produced, mixed, master, engineered by yours truly, Akhi, the past, present, and future. Undisputed, pound for pound, #1 when it comes to debating. With a record of 500 plus, with 500 KOs. Easy work, just like that. I got Floyd Mayweather beat when it comes to debating. They won't even call in. Allah only made a couple things perfect. Floyd Mayweather undefeated record, and Akhi on Split Decision. They be treating your boy like Mike Tyson of debating, the most feared. These decafs don't even have the cojones to call in. They stay eating that contaminated meat, that wild boar. They have wilder excuses than Fury. Contaminated meat excuse. Call in, quit ducking, grow some cojones, and face the truth that y'all keep running from. Quit being the keyboard warriors in the comment section. No lie, I be losing brain cells debating with these decafs. I be having to donate brain cells while I'm debating, knocking these decafs out in the first round. It's supposed to be split decision, but it's always a KO. And if you wonder, what is the recipe to winning? It's speaking the truth. That's the $1 million answer. When you speak the truth, the other side is nothing but a lie. There's two sides to every story. However, when the truth is spoken, the other side is nothing but a lie. With that being stated, subscribe, click on the notification bell if you want to be part of the Akhi family. This is the Boxing Brotherhood, and to be continued on the next episode of Akhi, Ak TV. Peace, and we out of here.